What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Bold and the Beautiful 24 official channel. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button today. Let's get started. Deacon and Taylor's new romance. 3 reasons. The Bold and the Beautiful reveal that there are 3 reasons why Deacon Sharp and Taylor Hayes could have a new romance brewing. We should talk about all the ways BNB could bring Taylor and Deacon together, as there is a possibility of a new pairing. 1. Sheila's betrayal pushes Deacon too far. Deacon adores Sheila Sharp and has always seen the good in her, but their marriage may be severely harmed by her latest betrayal. Although Sheila has agreed to conceal Luna Nozawa's survival and keep Lee Finnegan's identity a secret, her decision may ultimately backfire. Sheila was eager to connect with Luna after Bill Spencer got her pardoned. Sheila learned that Luna had a granddaughter. Sheila ignored Deacon's ultimatum and continued to observe Luna behind his back, even though he had warned her to stay away from him. Deacon was successful in overcoming that error, but it might not be as simple the following time. Following Luna's breakdown at the beach house, which almost resulted in Liam Spencer's death, the stakes are higher. Everyone outside the Luna secret circle believes she's deceased now, so Deacon will be furious when he finds out Sheila knew the truth and kept quiet. Between that and Sheila's forgiveness of Luna, Deacon may be tempted to divorce her. 2. Taylor loses Ridge to Brooke, the match of his destiny. Her ideal wedding plans will turn into a complete nightmare over with Taylor. When it comes to reuniting with Ridge Forrester and becoming the real queen of his heart, Taylor won't get what she wants. Brooke Logan is going to win this love triangle round and get the happy ending she wants instead. However long it takes, Brooke and Ridge's destiny will ultimately be sealed. Taylor's world will crumble once that happens, leaving her looking for a way forward. 3. Deacon and Taylor commiserate over romantic letdowns. The next thing that might happen is that Taylor and Deacon might commiserate about how their romantic partners failed them. Could this be the start of Deacon and Taylor getting paired up? Before Rebecca Budig took over the role of Taylor from Krista Allen, many fans suspected that Taylor and Deacon might get together. There was a time when it appeared as though the show was trying out a romance between Deacon and Taylor. If Taylor and Deacon are both headed toward single status, this might be a good time to revisit that strategy. Deacon and Taylor could possibly rekindle their romance after hearing bad news about their previous relationships. Stay tuned, because according to the Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor and Deacon will need to make some changes to their love lives in the coming months. One of the Bold and the Beautiful speculative twists is Deacon and Taylor's new romance. If the writers decide to go ahead with it, there are 3 compelling reasons why this pairing could not only make sense but also provide the most drama, heartbreak, and redemption arcs throughout Los Angeles. Deacon Sharp is pushed too far by Sheila's betrayal, which challenges everything he thought he knew about trust, marriage, and loyalty. Deacon has been depicted as a man who must choose between his true desire for vengeance and his darker impulses for a long time. It was never going to be easy for him to be with Sheila Carter Sharp in this version, but his love for her has always been based on the idea that even someone like Sheila can change. Deacon has repeatedly told himself that if Sheila could embrace love and family, he could show the world that he also deserves a second chance. But Sheila's latest betrayal, her decision to keep Luna Nozawa's survival a secret while colluding with Lee Finnegan, shatters that illusion. To Deacon, this is more than just another lie. It is disrespectful to their marriage as a whole because Sheila knew exactly what he wanted: honesty, openness, and evidence that she had changed. Even after his ultimatum, she continued her obsessive cycle of secrets and manipulations, watching Luna behind his back. Deacon's fury and sense of betrayal will rival any he has ever experienced when he discovers that Sheila not only knew but actively concealed the fact that Luna is alive. After the disaster at the beach house, which nearly cost Liam Spencer his life, Sheila's forgiveness of Luna only exacerbates the situation. Sheila, in Deacon's opinion, is supporting dangerous behavior, betraying the families whose members have already been harmed by Luna, and jeopardizing his own reputation in the process. Deacon will be surprised that Sheila was content to permit him to continue living under that lie because everyone outside the secret circle already believes Luna is dead. This betrayal isn't just about Luna, it is about Sheila breaking her promise to choose him over chaos. That could force Deacon to seriously consider divorce, which would be unthinkable. A man who has clung to Sheila despite her history of violence, deceit, and manipulation would demonstrate how much this hurts him by walking away now. And it sets the stage perfectly for Taylor Hayes, who, in her own storyline, is once again facing devastation in love. The second factor is that Taylor lost Ridge Forrester to Brooke Logan, a fateful match that will never be reversed by a triangle. Taylor has fought Brooke for Ridge's heart for decades, And even though there have been times when Taylor appears to have won, fate always brings Ridge back into Brooke's orbit. The present circumstance is not different. Taylor's dreams of being Ridge's true partner, the queen of his heart, and the woman who finally walks into the sunset with him will inevitably be crushed when Ridge chooses Brooke again. The wedding plans, the promises, the declarations of eternal love, all of it will unravel into a nightmare, reminding Taylor yet again that no matter what she does, Ridge's heart belongs elsewhere. This devastating realization leaves Taylor vulnerable, heartbroken, and desperate for a way to pick up the pieces. Being cut off from Ridge once more forces Taylor, who has built her identity on her relationships, to face her feelings head-on. She needs to ask herself who she is without Ridge, and in that vulnerable moment, she might find herself drawn to another person who understands what it's like to be betrayed and ignored. Deacon, of course, is that individual. Taylor and Deacon are both people who have struggled to rebuild their lives, who have been dismissed as second choices in the grand schemes of romance, and who know what it means to be judged harshly by others. In the same way that Sheila will always belong to Chaos and Ridge will always belong to Brooke, Taylor and Deacon will connect in a way neither of them expected. The third reason, which ties everything together, is that Deacon and Taylor might start to share their disappointments in their relationships. In that shared place of hurt, disappointment, and vulnerability, they might form a new bond. This is an excellent illustration of how unlikely friendships often lead to soap opera romances. Sheila betraying Deacon's trust and Ridge betraying Taylor's dreams are both betrayals that shake Deacon and Taylor's sense of self. When two people sit across from each other in Il Giardino, pouring out their pain over drinks and confessing how blindsided they feel, sparks can start to fly. The show has teased this possibility before, back when Krista Allen played Taylor and the writers briefly tested whether a Taylor-Deacon connection might resonate with viewers. The pairing was rumored by many fans, and now that Rebecca Budig has taken on the role of Taylor, it seems like the time is right for another attempt. Imagine Taylor and Deacon relying on one another as confidants, friends, and eventually as something more. Both of the characters have been looking for someone who can see past their failings and bad reputations. Taylor doesn't want to be only seen as Ridge's backup, and Deacon doesn't want his criminal and manipulative past to define him. They might be able to create a romantic relationship based on respect, shared struggles, and the intoxicating relief of being chosen by someone who understands them. Viewers would get to see a different side of both characters, Taylor embracing her sensuality and independence without Ridge, and Deacon finding a stable, loving partner who isn't constantly dragging him back into the chaos of criminal schemes. Ridge and Brooke's destiny could be threatened by their romance, Sheila might become jealous, and Hope Logan and Steffi Forrester might be taken aback by the new family dynamics. Obviously, there are additional layers of drama to unravel in addition to the three primary reasons. Sheila will not take kindly to losing Deacon, especially if Taylor is the woman he turns to. Imagine Sheila coming face to face with Taylor, unleashing her venom, and threatening Taylor in a way that only Sheila can. Given her complicated relationship with both Deacon and Taylor, Brooke would also have something to say about this pairing. And Ridge. Even though he chose Brooke, the thought of Taylor leaving so quickly may irritate his ego. On top of that, the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers would all have their opinions, because every romance in this world comes with ripple effects. Deacon and Taylor's relationship could reframe the entire social landscape, creating new alliances and conflicts. Would Hope support her father's new romance, or would she fear that Taylor was using him as a rebound? Steffi wondered if Steffi would encourage her mother to be independent, or if she would worry about Taylor falling for someone with Deacon's past. The answers to these questions can lead to months of rich storytelling. The fact that it allows both characters to grow is the beauty of this potential romance. Deacon gets to prove he can move on from toxic love and build something real, while Taylor gets to step out of Ridge's shadow and redefine herself as a woman capable of passion, resilience, and forward momentum. Long-time viewers who have witnessed them both stumble, fall, and rise again are deeply moved by their union into a couple based on second chances. Deacon and Taylor perfectly fit the mold of the bold and the beautiful, which thrives on out-of-the-blue pairings.